So you want to know the truth about the EXP Explained. Well, here in 2021, we've got the updated information about what's going on with this brokerage from an insider perspective. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with EXP Realty. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know, from the insider look, from a team lead, from a buyer's agent, from a single agent here with EXP Realty. I'm going to give you all my insights just from somebody that's been in different brokerages, been a team, been an ops manager, been a single agent all throughout this, and giving you the no BS scoop of what you need to know about coming to this brokerage. So without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, so the real truth about EXP Explained. Now, you probably had seen a video, and this was probably produced by other EXP agents, about the Explained video. Now, somebody probably sent you a link, probably got you involved with a three-way call or a Zoom call, and you're still wondering what the heck. Now, you may be at the beginning of this, and you just watch a video and just want somebody to explain it. Well, I got you. So here we go. So what they talked about in this video was first leads, training and education. They talked about stock and rev share. So here's the scoop on that. So number one was talking about leads. Here's the bottom line. If you're going to be getting leads from this company, you're going to be paying for leads from this company. That's pretty much it. If you do watch it, they do have these different programs where they have Make It Rain, Google Pay-Per-Click. Really you'd have to dump about $250 a month, depending on your marketplace, into one of these programs in order to produce an amount of leads that are going to get you closings per month. Now, statistically, when it comes to internet leads, it's about 1 in 100 that are about to close. Now, that's just average. Now, if you get better at this, your numbers could be significantly better. I know on our team, we've been averaging 1 in 60, depending on the lead source. However, it's really up to you. Now, you can get free things from KV Core, which is the CRM or Customer Resource Management System that you're going to get when you get onto this brokerage as a single agent or as a team agent. Now, we're going to say these are free, but you're also paying $50 a month for the website and the technology that goes with it, which is the CRM. So it's really not free. However, this website, if you know anything about internet leads, is that it produces SEO or search engine optimization. But again, you're still going to have to put in work for that, which means that you're still going to have to write blogs and things of that nature in order to get people into your website. Other great resources that you can do that you don't have to pay per month for are things like squeeze pages, landing pages, and things of that nature. That way you can get free leads, free, from the company by using and posting those on social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever they throw on. And you can squeeze people into your page. I keep doing air quotes, but squeeze people into these pages and be able to filter leads in without that monthly payment. So an example is, hey, here's this week's open houses for name your city. All right, number two, let's talk about the training and education. By and large, it's getting better. I've been with EXP and I've been in 2 separate states. And I can tell you that one state versus the other have totally different expectations and totally different programs when it comes to training and education. I can tell you that out of the 2 that I was part of, Florida was by far the best. Now, all this training that you're going to get from the company is all virtual training. Now, if you happen to be in a market center where you have a lot of active EXP agents, they may be hosting seminars or things like that that also help, learn and help recruit or whatever. So pay attention to the big players in your market. However, most of this training is going to be virtual. They do say that they, at least 5 days a week, they always have virtual training going on all the time. Now, really, it's a lot of reoccurring training on how to use certain systems. However, they do have some other good stuff. You may be hearing from a commercial agent. You may be hearing about different ways to capture leads or things like that. Now, all of these are being recorded and stored in another database system that is an eXp Workplace. Now, it's a little difficult to find, but once you do find it, you'll have access to most of that training. And it's going to be kind of based upon your state. Let's talk about that. Training for your state. So we can give you, heck, even if you're up in Alaska, I can give you a training program that will help you actually make plenty of money when you put your work to it through your real estate business. But the big difference here is going to be the fact that you still need to understand the nuances of real estate in your state, because there's always some sort of difference. So to learn specific parts about contracts and things of that nature with your actual written part of it, you're going to have to rely on the state to do that. If you don't have a good program for contract training in your state, then the best thing I can tell you is to get into the mentor program, where you have a local real estate agent that's willing to take you under their wing and at least teach you the nuances of the contract or it in its entirety, so that you know what you're doing. Now, any of my mentees that I personally sponsor on here, they get my contract training, my virtual training, my 90-day boot camp. Shameless pitch. And and they have all the access to those tools to be successful at a self-pace. Now, if you find a mentor and they happen to not spend any time with you or don't have any of these products, you may be really starting at a disadvantage. Now, certain states, however, may have some good contract training. I just really haven't seen it yet. Okay, number 3 was stock. Now, they go through this whole thing about how stock has changed people's lives and everything else with this company. Started off as a penny stock, and last time I looked, it was like 50 something bucks per share. Pretty awesome, right? It really grew all the way up until they split the stock, which is pretty standard. But with the stock, you still have to buy into it. So you still have to do business in order to get stock from this company. Now, what you can do is you can take about 5% of whatever you make in your commission, get it at about a 10% discount, and then I don't even really track it, it just goes into that account. Now think about it, as long as it stays 1-to-1, it's perfectly fine, right? Because you're not losing any money. But like they always say, is past performance is not indicative of future performance when it comes to stock. And I'm not a stockbroker, never have been. I'm just looking at the numbers just from an everyday real estate agent book, right? So you do have to buy into it. The good thing about stock, the one thing that they don't emphasize, is providing that eXp has a cap system. So once you pay them, you're on a split from 80-20. You probably know that already, but from that 20%, once you pay them $16,000 as a single agent or $8,000 as a team agent, then that money you can get what they call icon status. If you are an icon, then they're going to give you that stock back, they're going to give you that back, that money that you paid in, the $16,000 or $8,000, and they're going to give it back to you in stock. So again, as long as it stays 1-to-1, how much did you pay to be with this brokerage? Yeah, not much. So the stock option's really good. Again, as long as it stays 1-to-1, it's still pretty good. There's a significant chunk of change that's in there for all of us producers. All right, the last thing they talked about, number 4, was rev share. Now, big thing I want you to emphasize with this one is rev share is a lot like the Keller Williams model, where they have profit share, but profit share is after expenses. So that means, and it's specific to your market center. So if that specific market center isn't making a profit, you don't get anything. Now, when it comes to rev share has nothing to do with that. It's off of revenue. So from the 20%, so it never comes from anybody else, but from that 20%, that 16, 8,000, whatever that they're paying in, that's what you're raking in, right? The big thing, if you have watched this, that was kind of left out, is you have 2 separate things you need to worry about: an FLA and an FLQA, right? It talks about recruiting and bringing people on. Frontline agents, frontline qualifying agents, right? So they talk about, hey, you need 5 people, you need 10 people, you need this, this. So you can get as many people in that you want, but if those people are recruiters and they're not doing any real estate at all, they don't become a qualifying agent. You know how much you get from them? No. Okay, and you don't get access to the downline from who's our understanding of things. As long as you have a frontline qualifying agent, right? Qualifying agent means that person, that agent that's in your downline, that person then that's on your first line, meaning that you sponsored them in specifically. To qualify to be a qualifying agent, they have to do at least 1 transaction every 6 months, have a gross commission income or GCI of at least 5,000. So that could be 2 transactions to get to 5,000. Providing that works out, then you have that as a qualifying agent, which gets you that qualifying agent up to 5, up to 10, whatever, so on and so forth. So when it comes in, if you're looking to come in here to recruit for the multi-level marketing thing that's here, well, you want to make sure that you're going to recruit people that are actually doing some business, or this whole thing just kind of pops on its head. So we're here to do real estate, and the 80-20, the capping, everything that's been on here has been wonderful, especially if you're looking to go big dreams here and you want to build real estate, build something that even if this brokerage fell to the ground, you could still pick up and take to another place, right? But the revenue share is a great opportunity as well on the back end there's nothing to say that this thing isn't going to continue on for 10, 20, whatever years. And still, there's tons and tons of opportunity for this rev share if you want to go after it. But don't forget about the real estate portion, is what I'm saying. But this is a great opportunity for you as a team lead if you have that aspiring vision to do so, to pay the people that work for you a good amount of wage. And I've been very happy personally as a team lead in order to do that for them. So there you have it. There's a real truth about EXP explained here in 2021. If you have any questions about anything I had mentioned here, please leave it here in the comments below. And if you are thinking about coming over this way, heck, you think about coming right now, you can go to our main page here on YouTube, click join now, and get started with us. However, feel free to give me a call, text, email, or find me on social media, LinkedIn, however, and shoot me a message. I'm always happy to have a good conversation, whether this brokerage is good for you or not, because it may not be right, and it isn't right for everybody, but it may be for you. So again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty. We'll talk to you in our next video. Take care.